So in this video, we're going to go over some big changes to the Heartgem runes that were just made on the PTR. And I wanted to make sure we brought you guys this information because I did a video about a week ago talking about all the materials it was going to take for the Heartgem runes. And spoiler alert, that has changed quite a lot. So we're going to go over what's changed. It's not as bad as you may think, but there are some things you might want to offload because you may have gotten too many of them. So let's take a look at what we're talking about here. So the minor runes have not changed at all. You still get them from running expeditions or get them from materia. The major heart runes, however, have changed. You only need 5 runestone to craft the major heart runes. Now you need also 5 gypsum orbs, which you did not need previously. That is an addition to. You need 5,000 umbral shards, which did not change. The corrupted lodestone has not changed, but you also need 3 sulfur. Sulfur is a material you get from brimstone sand, so you can't really prepare for that right now on live. This will be something you get from brimstone, but the big takeaway here is that the runestone cost has gone down significantly. You also need 5 gypsum orbs now for these things, which is an addition to. All right, so now let's take a look at how that affects the legendary heart runes. Okay, so for the legendary heart runes, the wooden coin is not changed. You still need the same amount of those. However, here's a big change. Now for each one of these, they are requiring you to use 10 gypsum orbs versus using the specific gypsum. So this is a good thing in my opinion, because a lot of people have been coming into stream and asking, what do I do if I don't want to run OPR or arenas? Is there any other way to get my garnet or my ruby? And the answer is no, there's not. You have to run those game modes in order to get your garnet and your ruby, and those were required to craft some of these runestones. So now instead of requiring you to have specific gypsum, you now need gypsum orbs. So if you've saved up a whole lot of those garnet, rubies, emeralds, it's fine. You can just go transition those into orbs and you'll be fine. So that's not really that big of a deal. I think as a matter of fact, it's a great change, because for those people that didn't want to do those modes, this is now much more accessible. You can craft all of them without having to engage in activities that you might not have wanted to do. So I think this is great. And also here is another change. You have 5 runestones versus the 25 that you used to need to craft the heart rune of stone form. So that went down significantly as well. You still need vials of Azoth, but you also need now a new material called sulfur for each of the legendary heart runes. Now sulfur is again something you're going to get from brimstone. You also need these writs of adventure. That's new. You need writs of adventure. Those are something you'll get from brimstone as well. You also need your sapphires. You also need your thorny vines, but here's a huge change for you guys. This is the one that you may want to offload if you have too many of these. You now only need 3,000 feathers versus the 15,000 that you needed previously. This is so good to me. Unless you stocked up on feathers already or spent a whole lot of money on feathers, it may not be so good. So now would be the time to offload them if you can, before a lot of people figure out that this has changed. You want to get rid of these feathers as soon as possible, because you have 3,000 feathers needed versus 15,000. I think it's good because I didn't have near 15,000 yet. I don't even have 1,000 feathers saved up yet. So to me, this is good, and it's more in line with everything else. It's more in line with 1,000 thorny vines that you needed, the 1,000 saltpeter, etc. So your saltpeter thorny vines haven't changed. Your feathers did change in a big way. Sorry to you guys who saved up a whole lot of them. It is what it is. This could change again though. It's on the PTR. Who knows? It could change again, but I feel like this is a lot more in line with what it's going to actually end up being. So let's take a look at the total that's needed now versus what it used to be. So runestones now, you only need 90 versus the 450 that you needed previously. That is a massive change, which is pretty crazy. And I think it's pretty good. I think only having 90 is a lot. 450 was absolutely insane. That's a lot of runestone. However, if you have saved up over 90, if you have already saved up your 450 runestone, I wouldn't be too concerned, because you still need runestone for the stopwatches. A lot of people are going to be after them. A lot of people want them, so you can still sell them for a decent amount, I think. So I think it'll be fine. And the stopwatches are really useful. You can use them to craft. So runestone is still valuable if you've already saved up too many of them. But for those of us that haven't, you only need 90 now, not 450. Your gypsum orb is the other big change. 225 gypsum orbs sounds like a ton ton, but really you get so many gypsum orbs in the game now. You get a ton. If you are a person who's not at max expertise yet, I would highly recommend that you don't save up your gypsum orbs. I would say that you need to use those to hit your expertise, to bump up your expertise. Worry about doing this after your max, okay? Don't worry about doing this yet. If you need to know what to do whenever you hit level 60, have a video for that I posted a few days ago. You can check out the link in the description below if you're interested in that one. I think it's a very good video for you guys that have no idea what to do whenever you hit level 60. It'll guide you through that process. Umbral shards has not changed. You still need 75k just like you did before. Corrupted lodestone, you need a little bit more. You need 25 more corrupted lodestone, whereas before you only needed 75. Sulfur is new. You need 195 sulfur. That's something that you didn't need before. The wooden coin has not changed. Your writ of adventures is new. You need 25 of those. That's something that you didn't need before. Vial of suspended Azoth has not changed. It's still 250. Your pristine sapphire has not changed. Thorny vines have not changed. Saltpeter has not changed. And then of course your feathers have just gone down significantly. So again, if you've saved up over 3k feathers, I would most definitely try to offload those as soon as possible, because I think the price of those is probably going to go down because the need or the demand is not going to be there like it has been recently. Those are the changes. All right, that's it. That's what we wanted to bring to you guys today. I know that they were big changes for the crafting, and this is on the PTR, right? So anything can happen. It can change again. We don't know, but I personally feel like this is so much more in line with what it would be. I love this change for the gypsum orbs. I really, really like that they changed that and removed the gypsum and added gypsum orbs. I could see them maybe reducing the amount of gypsum orbs you need, but if you save up more than needed, that's fine. You can always just turn them into cash. You know, your gypsum orbs are always usable. It's not something that that's a big deal if you save up a whole bunch of them. So that's it, boys and girls. That's the video. It is changed a lot. I just wanted to make sure I updated you guys and gave you some updated good information. And if something changes before this hits live, we'll obviously update you guys again, and then we'll update the guide over here at newworldfans.com so you guys can reference it as well. But that'll do it. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you want to talk more about New World, make sure to come over to twitch.tv/BDLG and hang out with us over there. Talk to us live. And I'd love to hear your comments on this. What do you think about feathers? Are you one of the people that saved up 15k feathers and now you're tilted and super angry that it's only 3k? Let me know in the comments below. Or are you happy that now you only have to save 3k feathers? What do you think about the changes? You think these are good, bad, ugly? You like the gypsum orbs versus the actual gypsum that you needed? Let me know all about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.